The Sisters of Sigma Alpha Pi sorority have found the perfect location to host their April Fool's Day party. An abandoned frat house where, years ago, a pledge lost his head when a hazing ritual involving a guillotine went awry. Who'da thunk a hazing ritual involving a guillotine could have possibly ended in any other way than awry? Anyway, this April Fool's party will go down in school history not as a kick-ass party that no one will ever forget, but as a bloodbath that few will survive. Killer Party is a movie that I've talked about numerous times on this channel. I've reviewed it in the past, and it's been on my list of movies that need a good quality Blu-ray release for years. Then Scream Factory came to the rescue. Killer Party can best be described as a horror comedy. Part college campus romp, part whodunit slasher, and part possession movie. The film was written by Barney, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Cohen, and the story, while not quite as strong as that of the final chapters, is definitely a cut above your average 80s slasher. Killer Party starts out with a movie within a 80s hair metal music video within a movie sequence. You heard right. We get a movie involving a girl and a killer on the loose at a drive-in that segues into a music video for the song April by the band White Sister that then transitions into the main movie. The first time I saw this whole thing unfold, my mind was... I'd seen a dream within a dream sequence and a movie within a movie sequence, but never a movie within a music video that's within a movie sequence. Drugs, man. Drugs. Another interesting tidbit about Killer Party is that it was one of 3 movies slated for a 1986 release that had some variation of April Fool's Day in its title. You had April Fool's Day, Slaughter High, and The April Fools, which was later retitled to Killer Party. April Fool's Day, evidently, was a big deal back in the mid-80s. The film focuses on 3 aspiring sorority sisters, Phoebe, Vivia, and Veronica, as they endure an array of hazing rituals in order to become members of Sigma Alpha Pi. All 3 characters are likable and fairly well written. Vivia is the nerdy girl with a penchant for bloody special effects. Veronica is so focused on becoming a sorority gal that she'll endure just about anything to make it happen. And Phoebe isn't sure about the whole sorority lifestyle, but she's pretty darn sure that something unnatural is afoot on campus. Killer Party treats us to some pretty entertaining campus hijinks along the way, including a prank involving sorority girls in a hot tub and frat boys with a jar of bees. What transpires could be considered a predatory criminal act by today's standards. The first 2/3 of Killer Party does a good job of establishing the characters and the paranormal goings-on on campus, with the occasional slashing thrown in just to remind you that it's a slasher movie. The bulk of Killer Party's kills take place in the 3rd act, and the killer's getup of choice is, of all things, a deep-sea diver's garb. This is easily the most uncomfortable-looking and least stealthy slasher ensemble I've ever seen. The killer's choice of weapons fits the outfit, ranging from trident to spear gun and even a large fillet knife. Oh, and you just know a guillotine is going to be put to good use before the night is through. And speaking of guillotines, the movie appears as though it were edited with one. Every kill in Killer Party is abruptly cut away from, depriving us of what appeared to be at least a couple of pretty cool kills. Then we have the possession elements in the film, which involve a character crawling around on walls and the ceiling, cackling and screaming demonically while drooling and exposing their tongue, Gene Simmons style. I always crack up when I see the possessee supposedly crawling around on the ceiling. They obviously just turned the camera upside down and hairsprayed the living daylights out of the actor's hair to make it stand straight up so that it appears as though it's hanging down. There's a small hole in the ozone layer somewhere above Toronto that Killer Party is responsible for. Killer Party sports a strong cast, all of whom deliver good performances. B-movie legend Paul Bartel has a small role as Professor Zito, a character named after Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter's director, Joseph Zito. Killer Party is also a well-made slasher flick with tight pacing and a nice musical score. Aside from the White Sister song, we get another odd little ditty on the soundtrack entitled Best Times.
We're finally letting go, and we know these are the best times of our lives. These are the best times.
The song is very 80s, but the affect is so flat that you have to wonder if the chipper message in the song is actually intended to be ironic. Although I'm probably just reading way too deeply into a song that in all likelihood was both written and recorded over the course of an afternoon for a movie that most involved thought no one would ever see. It's a shame that Killer Party has largely flown under the radar all these years. Hopefully this new Blu-ray from Scream Factory will be the life of Killer Party and get some more eyes on the film. Killer Party is a highly entertaining horror, comedy, slasher, possession flick. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. As far as this new Blu-ray release from Scream Factory is concerned, I thought both the picture quality and the sound quality were fantastic. I've owned Killer Party on VHS and DVD, and I can tell you that this is the best Killer Party has ever looked. The picture quality is crisp, it's highly detailed. Even during some of the darker sequences, it's not overly murky or grainy looking. Overall, I'd give the picture quality on this release a solid 4.5 out of 5. Same thing with the audio quality. I'd give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 as well. As far as extras are concerned, first up we have an interview with actor Ralph Seymour. It's 6 minutes and 59 seconds in length. Mr. Seymour discusses getting cast in Killer Party and thinking that the script was really funny. He discusses his character, his co-stars, a dangerous stunt he was asked to do, his fondness for Killer Party, and more. Next, we have an interview with actress Shelley Willis Bunch. It's 9 minutes and 4 seconds in length. Ms. Willis Bunch discusses loving her character in Killer Party, shooting in Toronto in the fall, the initiation sequence with the eggs and how disgusting it was. She discusses the fake head gag, working with the director William Fruitt, and how the script changed during production, and more. Next, we have an interview with writer Barney Cohen. It's 5 minutes and 35 seconds in length. Mr. Cohen discusses how the original title of Killer Party, The April Fools, had to be changed. He discusses the rock video opening sequence, meeting Killer Party superfans at a Friday the 13th show, and more. Next, we have an interview with composer John Beal. It's 4 minutes and 32 seconds in length. Mr. Beal discusses getting hired to compose the music for Killer Party. He calls it a hybrid score using a combination of both synthesizers and orchestral arrangements. He discusses being surprised by the fanfare for Killer Party, and more. Next, we have an interview with makeup effects artist Gordon Smith. It's 7 minutes and 16 seconds in length. Mr. Smith discusses the different makeup effects, gags, and props used in the film, being disappointed that so much of his work was cut out, and more. Next, we have an interview with production designer Ruben Freed. It's 8 minutes and 25 seconds in length. Mr. Freed discusses getting the gig on Killer Party, shooting at the University of Toronto, the rock video sequence, and working with the members of White Sister, and more. And lastly, we have from Burbank, It Came, the story of White Sister. It's 17 minutes and 8 seconds in length. It includes interviews with keyboardist and vocalist Gary Brandon and bassist and vocalist Dennis Churchill Dries. I'm going to say it's Dries. They discuss the formation of the band, coming up with the name and the Sunset Strip scene in the early 80s. They discuss writing and recording the song for Killer Party and shooting the video. They discuss the cult following the band has amassed over the years, and more. Overall, this is a really nice Blu-ray release for Killer Party from the fine folks over at Scream Factory. Both the picture quality and the sound quality are fantastic, and we have a number of brand new and informative extras. If you're a fan of Killer Party, then this release is a must-own. And again, if you've not seen the film, I highly recommend it. Let me know your thoughts on Killer Party down in the comments section below. If you've already picked up this release, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below also. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A huge shout out to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for exclusive live streams, get early access to videos, and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Become a channel member and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.